Hello, Hola, Konnichiwa, Salaam, Ciao Namaste. Peace to all. This is the Pink Elephant in the Room conversation, and the discussion for today is about an incident that happened with a child whose name, of course, is Jamel Miles. And if you feel this resonates with you in any way, don't hesitate to leave hearts, leave likes for you guys out there. If you have anything you wish to add to the conversation, please speak. Please comment because this is a conversation of us as one and understanding. And without any further ado, let's begin. The story, Jamel, was simply that he wanted to tell his mother that he was gay. And of course, he had discussed that with her and everything, and she still loved him for who he was. And he desired to wear more girly clothes. And when he had gone to school, of course, many of the children had told him to kill himself. And in the end, he ended up killing himself. Now, what is the importance of this discussion? Let's start off first with the fact that in this world we have such a primitive ideal of believing that because you are different in how you feel in any way, that you are less than. And that blows my mind. You are all one in the same thing, but you will treat each other as though you are completely different. And you don't, of course, desire to be treated in that way. And the question I would lay to people is, if you were put into that position where you were making fun of someone, and this isn't just for the fact of that incident, it's just to say, period, if you were put in an incident like that and that was you, how would you treat yourself in the same matter? Would you tell someone to kill themselves or hurt them in such a way that is unnecessary? Ask yourself that question. Would you do those things? Would it be necessary? That's something we don't think about. Is it necessary to do things like that? And what was brought up about this entire story was the simple fact that many people were asking, well, how would a child know if they were gay and how would they know about suicide? You have to understand that all of us to some degree have a deep embodiment of memory within us that shows us who we truly are. And when you feel a certain way, no matter who you are out there about, whether it's orientation with boys or girls, etc., etc., whether you believe it or not, some people are mature enough to understand that within themselves, no matter how young they are, in a sense. And of course, you can say that TV's to blame, but you also can say the fact of what other people say pushes a person to that point of feeling as though they are lesser than. You can't blame your TV, to be honest. You can't blame anything. You have to observe your behavior, of which causes problems that are unnecessary, that don't serve the whole as all of us. And it's not just about what happened to Jamil. This is just period in the world. We live in a world where it is okay for us to call people names, for us to judge people for who they are or what they're doing in life. And we consider them wrong, is what we will say, that they don't have the right way of where they're going. So we decide that because they are different, we use primitive action to harm another part of who we are in reality. And that is the saddest part of who we are. We believe ourselves so deeply to be intelligent, but we are flawed in a sense because we do not observe the fact. of some of the most cruelest acts that we play. We would rather hate people because they're different, because of fear of the unknown, fear of something we don't understand. So we would tell people, in a sense, through our actions, by harming them, by hurting them, instead of trying to understand. And it doesn't stop there. It starts with, of course, people like who have children. If you have those behavioral issues, you have to understand that children from a young age soak in whatever they see, whether it's TV or whether it's parents or whether it's other people around that child. Doesn't matter who it is. They soak in information constantly and consistently, and they act according. Behavior is a big issue as part of this. Children watch others. They observe very closely. And if you behave in such a manner that creates unnecessary hate towards a certain orientation, a certain race, a certain religion, whatever it is out there, your child will follow the same action. We don't see it that way. We don't see our behaviors as a problem, but you, as the saying goes, monkey see, monkey do, in a sense. We copy what we see and behave accordingly. You have to change the mindset of behavior and realize the importance of unconditional love, because of the fact that at the end of the day, hate has never solved or evolved anything in this world. It can never truly push where we are going in today's society. Hate can't change anything. It only causes more hate. Just like violence can't change anything, it only causes more violence. When you are unconditionally loving and understanding of people, no matter who they are, no matter what their thoughts are, no matter what they feel inside their heart that they feel is to be who they truly are, you must be willing, in a sense, to understand people. So not, and most people think, well, why do I have to understand people? You don't. But it does help to evolve self. You cannot grow by being the same person day by day. And even if you tried to be the same person, it is impossible, because you are still constantly evolving day after day after day. And the truth be told, that people like that, no matter who you are and no matter the bullying or anything, you have to be willing to grow past that and love people for who they are. We can't go on, again, we can't go on doing the same thing over and over and expecting the same result and thinking it's okay, because what we are doing is the statement that has always been true: insanity. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing expecting different results. If you desire to stop killings, then stop being cruel or bullying people. Stop hurting people. See them as who you are. Put your shoes. Put yourself in that position. Put yourself in their shoes. How would you be? How would you act? What would you see in comparison if that was you? Look at yourself and look at the people around you and realize that you are one with everybody. There is no difference from you to someone who's younger, older, poor, rich, straight, gay, loving, hateful, or etc. They're all the same. They're all parts of who you truly are. And when you are willing to understand with both the art of persuasion and simply the art of using words, of discussion, of conversation, of who you really are, you will truly see within self the truth. That there is more to this than meets the eye. That there is no need to hate someone, but to understand, be unconditionally loving, stop the judging, and observe everything around you. See the world not from what people say it truly is, but from beyond what it really is. See the world as knowing you can change what is going on around you, and you can't keep this game going. We are so much more, and and the best thing I could say is if you can't get along, no matter what you are, no matter what you believe in, no matter what color you may be, what or sex or sexual orientation you feel, how do you expect to get along with people beyond that? See yourself as more than meets the eye and realize deeply who you really are as the gods, the goddesses, and creators within. That unconditional love is important, and that to know thyself is to know the creator within. And the creator is truly unconditional love, as you are that creator in the first place. So, to everybody out there, have a good morning, a great afternoon, and a fantastic evening. And to everybody, peace and namaste.